What's up, party people and magic makers? Destiny here on this magical Monday. I am coming at you even though last week I said I wasn't going to because things got shifted. And I'm also coming at you from my phone because our electricity keeps flickering in and out due to Snowmageddon 2021. So this is going to be a fun video and we're going to get cracking. Ready? Okay, so as I just explained, a lot of things went a little bit awry. Things that were out of my control, things that I couldn't do, like there wasn't anything I could do about it. And so what happens? What happens when things kind of start going a little bit off kilter, off plan? What happens when, like you've got your time blocked out in your calendar, or you've got a certain thing in your mind, like this is what I'm going to do, and then none of it happens because something else comes up and presents itself as being, more important or more of a priority. Do you stress out? Do you freak out and get super overwhelmed and oh my god, what am I going to do? How am I going to make this happen? Do you get angry? Or do you just go, you know what, I'm just not going to deal with it right now, and then you wind up piling things up until you really don't have very much time to do any of it, and thereby causing more overwhelm for yourself? All of these things are signs that something is going on. Okay? Now, it could be a couple of different things. So the first is that your energetic addiction could be frustration, anger, overwhelm, stress, whatever it is, and you are reacting the way that you were taught to react as a child to these situations. Again, watching mom and dad, watching older siblings, watching grandma, grandpa, watching whoever was the authority figure over you react to similar situations in a particular way, right? So if their choice was stress or their choice was upset or anger, and you're like, oh, that's the way I'm supposed to behave, that's what you're doing right now. But guess what? It ain't yours. You don't have to do it that way if you don't want to. Just saying, right? If you're one of those that hold on and you wait and you just okay, I'll do that later, and there's always something that comes up and is always a priority before the thing that you need to do, or maybe you're just not feeling it, there's something going on. And it's time to really figure out what that is, right? Is it a belief that that maybe you're not worthy of it, or that, it's just something's not working out? Or is it something a little bit more serious and it's mental health related and you need to go and get some support for that, right? There's so many things that could be going on. I mean, we're in a global pandemic. We've been in it for, at this point, over a year. And so, check in with yourself and how you're doing, right? And see, this wound up coming up for me because that money course I've been talking about for a while, and I keep pushing it off, and I was like, you know what, what's going on? Why do I keep pushing it off? And I just realized I was adding more to my plate that didn't need to be added right now. And if I just gave myself some space, gave myself some room to get other things done, hello taxes, right? That's creeping up. That's one of the things that see, now y'all know I'm putting this stuff off, right? And so what else was I doing that was it's not serving me? Because this is going to be the same thing that you can ask yourself for what's not serving you. Okay? And once you get yourself clued into that, you'll be able to identify it ahead of time and do something different, because this is all things that we learned how to do from other people. And if that's not what we want to do anymore, we don't have to. You can do something completely different to support yourself rather than getting yourself all blocked up. So what is it that you need? Do you need space? Do you need support? Do you need time? What do you need, and how can you get that? A couple of the ways is to delegate things out to other people, right? Have a clear, you're going to do this, I'm going to do this, you do this, I do that. And just get that done, right? Another way to do this is to take little small steps every day in the things that you need to do, right? So for example, we needed to sort out our tax receipts. Okay, cool. Get that done. Get a couple of months done every night. 10, 15 minutes maybe max. Spend on it. But the thing is that as you keep doing the 10 to 15 minutes, it adds up to getting it done sooner rather than later, right? For the course that I'm putting out, like, can I get the sales page done first? Can I do this piece first? Like, breaking the thing up, the big, large, what seems to be overwhelming thing, into smaller, bite-sized pieces, that's really going to support and serve you in doing this. And here's the thing. The reason, and all of this wraps up into our money, because if we're not doing the thing that we need to do to get the money, and we're getting all of this other stuff in our way, we're not taking care of ourselves, things keep popping up, all of those things, it stops us from attracting the money and having the money come in freely and in a flowing way. Okay? So we got to pay attention to this stuff too. We just got to make, like, okay, hang on, like, make sure that the things that we're doing are the things that we're supposed to be doing and the things that we need to do no matter what happens. Like, stuff is going to come up all the time, and it's up to us to prioritize, right? What needs to be taken care of first. If you got kids and something happens with your kid, you're going to take care of your kid. That is 100% A-okay. I'm not saying, like, ditch them on the side and be like, too bad. No. Go and take care of them. And how do you do everything else, right? It's a little at a time. It's breaking things down. It's getting support. It's getting everything that you need so that you can get what you want and what you need from this too. This is not about serving everybody else and not taking care of yourself, right? You've got to be able to do that for you too. So start paying attention. Like, when things don't go the way you think they should, how do you react? And where did you learn that from? Okay? Because something's going on. It's a clue that something's coming up for you. It's a clue that something's going on. And that's a clue you can pay attention to and then do something different. And that's the power that you have. One, as an entrepreneur and business owner, you can't pull this stuff in corporate. You can do what you want when you're an entrepreneur and a business owner, and that's freaking amazing, right? You can make as much money or as little money as you want as an entrepreneur and business owner. That's freaking amazing, right? So what is it that you want to do, and then how do you get that done in a way that feels good for you, that doesn't exhaust you, that doesn't overwhelm you, that doesn't stress you out, right? Like, check in with yourself right now and just be like, hang on, wait a minute. Because that, and you doing that, will allow that flow of money to come in and out to you. It'll allow that flow of money to be like, oh yeah, this feels really, really good. And giving yourself that space or that time or that support or whatever it is that you need, it allows that opening to come in and out, and like just letting that flow. And you deserve that, my friend. You really, truly do. I'd love to hear back from you. What is that thing that you do? What's the thing? Like, do you wind up stressing out? Do you freak out? Do you, like, procrastinate and put things off? What is it that you do, right? And I want to know if this video helps. All right, so for sure next week I am not going to be able to do the video because things got switched. I'll see if I can do a video maybe before or after, but it won't be at noon. So just giving you that heads up. But until the next time, peace.